Hello everybody, May 18th, 2016. So today I want to talk about J.C. Penney. This is going to be number 4 on the voting videos. I'll put links down below to the Kit Kat, Korea, and Pennzoil. You know, the Kit Kat was overwhelmingly people remember a dash. Korea was about 2 to 1, where people remember the location that I remember Korea in my whole life on the map. And then Pennzoil, it's like close to 5 to 1, I think, that remember one N. Now, I understand the double N and Pennsylvania and all that, but that's not what's in my memory. And so for the people who aren't experiencing the effect, which is now what I'm calling it, I agree with another YouTuber. I heard him say, I'm not going to call it the Mandela effect. I'm going to call it the effect, because a lot of people don't even know who Mandela is. And I think it just makes it more confusing. So if we just call it the effect, this is a big deal. I mean, this is headline, bizarro, Twilight Zone stuff, everybody. This is huge. The naysayers are like, you just got a bad memory. Man, you need to go get some help, go see somebody, blah, blah, blah. I understand that. Okay? I understand what they're saying. This seems crazy to them because they're from a reality where J.C. Penney was J.C. Penney. And it always has been J.C. Penney. My friends and family my whole life called it Pennies. My mom used to take me to Pennies. Here it is here, Pennies with an EY. Well, the funny thing is, I see J.C. Penney and it just looks odd. So here we go. Please thumb up the video if you remember J.C. Penney like this. This is how I remember it. As a kid, I used to go there. It was like 2-3 miles from the house. Used to get some jeans, whatever, some clothing, some shirts. J.C. Penney. This is where I went, right here. If this is what you remember, please thumb up this video. If you're with me on this, if you don't, if it's always been Penney, then please thumb down the video. So here I want to get into this a little bit here. This is kind of going to blow you away, I think. It blew me away doing a little bit of research. I mean, I knew that this had changed from my memory, but when I started looking at it, you know, this just doesn't look right here. Look at some of these images, everybody, and tell me if this looks right to you. It just looks odd. It looks too long. There's no memory stored in my memory bank of this. Here you go. I mean, I've had people say, well, they probably changed the name. Here it is, Pennies with EYS. J.C. Penney Company. These are old photos. It's always been J.C. Penney, okay, with EY. Now, that's something else. I understand. That's what's always been. I'm not trying to say that someone went around, changed all the, threw an E on all the signs and all the stores and, nothing changed. In this reality, it's always been EY. Somehow, my consciousness has shifted here. We've all shifted. I'm going to show you something that makes me believe something's going on with CERN. I've been kind of poo-pooing CERN, like, I don't think that's... I've read about CERN. I know it's, I know sort of what they're doing, but I just didn't... But I'm going to show you something that might make you believe, like me, that CERN may have something to do with this. I was thinking this was a kind of a consciousness thing. I've been talking about for like 3-4 years on the channel, coming consciousness shift in humanity with the 2012 and the December 21st, 2012 and the blood moons and all this, and September 23rd, 2015, which was the height of this Mandela effect on Google Trends. Anyway, but I'm going to be calling it the effect. So anyway, with the effect, let's move on into eBay. eBay, we have 662 listings for J.C. Penney. And here's an old picture, but this person doesn't know how to spell it. This person doesn't know how to spell it. I understand people are bad with their spelling. Not a lot of people know how to spell things. But, I mean, like Pennzoil, it's got Pennzoil, big Pennzoil right here on the image, and they can't spell it when they go to type it in because it's so ingrained in their memory as the other way. So we go along, J.C. Penney. And so it's spelled J.C. Penney. People just put Penny. They don't know how to spell. Okay. Oh, there's the Pennzoil I was talking about. See that? Pennzoil, double N, looks wrong. Sorry. Oh, look here. Pennzoil with one N. They spelled it with one, and it's got 2 there. And someone made a comment, oh, well, there's thousands more that are spelled correctly because they went to whatever, eBay or whatever I was on. You know, who's listing most of this Pennzoil stuff for sale, like big 5-quart jugs and stuff? It's Pennzoil Corporation. I would hope they know how to spell their own name in this reality. So, for some reason, people can't spell. They just can't spell anymore. I mean, this is awful. This is atrocious. Now, if we go over to some newspaper articles, Times Daily, 1979, locals complete the J.C. Penney training. Okay? The person who wrote this article obviously doesn't know how to spell, right? That's what you would think. Here we go over 1991, Lakeland Ledger, J.C. Penney employee. Okay? And I think it was this one or another one. There's how I remember it. J.C. Penney Company, Woodville Mall, little advertisement, part-time job here, working at the Penney Company. Well, funny that the person who probably put this in is an employee. They don't even know how to spell the company they work out. Give me a break. Come on, really? And 1975, the Toledo Blade. All right, 1980. Now this is the one. Is this the one? This is the one. I think this is the one. Now this is really crazy. Department store fixtures auction. 1980, J.C. Penney Company, downtown mall. Then you read in here. Sometimes it's correct in here and it's wrong on the title, but this one says J.C. Penney Company, public auction. Sale conducted for J.C. Penney Company. All right, I'm sorry. This is not the one. It's this one. J.C. Penney Styling Salon. Okay, spelled like I remember. You go down to the bottom. J.C. Penney. I love your style. Okay, 1997 newspaper. It's spelled correctly down here. The person who wrote the article couldn't spell it. I mean, I don't know. See, this is a little trademark symbol here. It's like it's being changed some places and not in others. This is what pisses me off here. This kind of makes me angry that I can see it here. But come on. Yes, I understand that when you're first looking at this stuff, you go, oh, people just don't spell things right. Yeah, okay. Well, let's go over. This is the most compelling thing here. Amazon, all right? J.C. Penney, the way I remember it. J.C. Penney. You got all these things, 1,300 results for J.C. Penney, okay? So, okay, J.C. Penney, just like eBay, people typing in J.C. Penney into the title. They got this many results for this spelling. Now let's put in the correct spelling for this reality. This is how it's spelled. 510? What? You're telling me that if we get 1,800 people together randomly into a big parking lot, and we hold up a sign and say, how many of you spelled J.C. Penney this way, the correct way? Only 500? And we're going to have 1,300 that can't spell it? Come on, that's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So this is what you would expect. J.C. Penney. J.C. Penney. Here's homie. J.C. Penney. Old books. And they spell it correctly here like a normal person would with it right in their face. J.C. Penney. Right there. E-Y. And they put it as E-Y. Merchant prints there. Okay? Why in the heck would you have 3 times almost the amount of misspellings on Amazon? Come on, everybody. This is just too crazy. Please thumb up this video if you agree with me. It's always been P-E-N-N-Y for you. Please thumb down the video if it's been different. Please share this video with people, even if that's what's really been hard. I've tried to talk to a few different people. People blow it off. I've told you before, I can talk to my son about this. He notices changes. He's only going to be 14 soon. My wife, I don't think wants to try and believe anything's really going on, or she just doesn't see the changes. So that's fine. I love my wife anyhow, but I try not to talk to her about this so much. I find myself talking to her about it, but I try not to. Okay, I can talk to my mom now a little bit about this because I point out some things and she was mind blown. and my friend in South Carolina. That's about it. I got 3 people. I've thrown this out there for other people.